Hey, Western Chester County. This is Jonathan Wright with the Wright Agency in Downingtown, and we're this episode's sponsor of Western Chester County Checks In. The Wright Agency is a full-service, independent insurance agency. We specialize in small business insurance, home, auto, and a whole lot more. As proud members of the Western Chester County Chamber of Commerce, we hope you enjoy this episode.
Welcome to Western Chester County Checks In. I'm your host, Justin Chan. It is Wednesday, September 15th, 2021. We are coming to you live from our offices in the Lukens Executive Office Building in downtown Coatesville. We have a great show for you today, including a segment from Alyssa at the Nth Innovation Center, where she will meet with the owner, Sue Springsteen. We learn about business entities from attorney Vince Caracella in our Business Insight segment. And Ashley visits with our partner and show sponsor for today, Jonathan Wright with the Wright Agency. First, we wanted to provide you with an update on the terrible flooding our region has faced in the last 2 weeks. Hurricane Ida caused severe damage to several communities in our area. The Brandywine Health Foundation has created the Umbrella Fund to collect donations for the over 100 families in Coatesville who have been displaced due to the flooding. If you'd like to donate, please use the link on your screen there, which is brandywinefoundation.org/donate. The Chamber is working to organize a silent and in-person auction at our annual dinner to continue to raise money for flood relief. If you have any items that you'd like to donate for that silent auction, please reach out to our Chamber staff, Donna, Rachel, or Ashley, and we can get that added. Speaking of events, here are some upcoming events for the Chamber. The first is the VIP area that we're hosting at the Coatesville Invitational Grand Prix this weekend. It's Saturday from 8 to 3. Tickets are $50 and it includes food and drink. The Invitational Grand Prix itself is free, so if you don't want to go to the VIP area, we do encourage you to go and check out the day this Saturday. Our fall happy hour event is going to be at Blue Moon Florist, co-hosted by the Wright Agency, and that's September 22nd at 4:30. It's a free event. We have a cybersecurity seminar hosted by First Resource Bank on October 1st, and that'll be at the Speakman Auditorium, which is at the Brandywine Hospital. $10 admission cost for that. And then our next big event of the year is our annual dinner, and that is Wednesday, October 6th at 5 p.m., Barn at Stony Brook. Tickets are $85 for a single ticket and $150 for a couple. Visit our website, westernchestercounty.com, for more details on all of these events and for registration. Our most recent event was a ribbon cutting for Suburban Brewing's new tap room just outside of Honeybrook. Chamber members came out to check out the new restaurant, try some beer and food, and they got a tour from the owners Eric Yost and Corey Ross. Thank you. 3, 2, 1. We wish the Suburban Brewing team good luck, and we thank them for their continued support to the Chamber community. For our Member Minute segment this week, Alyssa Griffith visited the new Nth Innovation Center in the west end of Coatesville.
Hello, Alyssa Griffith from Quick Stop Pharmacy. Today we're here at the Nth Innovation Center, and we're going to go inside and speak with Susan Springsteen, the president of H2O Connected.
I co-founded Nth Solutions in 2006 with my business partner, Eric Canfield. And we founded it to bring innovative electronic products to life that would save lives, save money, and preserve natural resources. And then we would make them right in Pennsylvania. In 2006, we were losing so many jobs to China. We wanted to help reverse that trend in any way we could. So Made in America has always been a big mission for us.
Susan tells us how she decided to move her business to Coatesville.
I was told about the Qualified Opportunity Zone legislation that was enacted in 2017. And so at this point, it was the end of 2018. It was starting to be known in the mainstream. And so I thought that if I could make H2O Connected a Qualified Opportunity Zone business, it would give my new investors an added benefit. So I started to investigate where was the qualified opportunity zone in Chester County, because I'm a Chester County girl and I wanted to stay in the county. And I learned it was in Coatesville. And I remember thinking, there's no way I'm ever going to move a business to Coatesville. But I went and explored the city, and I loved the architecture, and I really got to know the people. I talked to anybody on the street who would talk to me. I hung out in the post office and talked to people in the post office. And because if you want to learn about a town, go to the post office.
She talks about what they do here.
The core of the building, the foundation tenant is End Solutions, which is a vertically integrated product development, manufacturing, and business incubation company. So we take products from concept to commercialization, and when we work with individual inventors, we'll frequently help them incubate a business around the technology that we help them develop. So, and then all the products are manufactured here. Most of them are electronic in nature. So that is the primary tenant here, and hence the Nth Innovation Center. And then H2O Connected, who had a footprint in another part of the city, has now moved over here so it can expand its operations. This hangs on the back of the toilet tank. Inside, and then this goes into the water. Okay. And then we've developed our own proprietary gateway, just like Comcast has a gateway, we have our own. Okay. And so all of our devices can hook to that gateway. And so this will send the toilet data to the gateway, and then if it senses a priority event like a toilet overflow, like what you had, or a leaking toilet, it will send a text message to maintenance or property management, wherever they want it to go.
As an entrepreneur, Susan is very passionate about mentoring.
Well, we have a formal internship program here under End Solutions. We typically have about 15 high school interns that spend 2 years with us after school, and they work alongside the professionals to develop product, support intellectual property filings. They learn about manufacturing, they learn about, and we have a marketing track and an engineering track. So on the marketing track, they'll work with developing marketing collateral, websites, logos, taglines, everything that goes into launching a product into the marketplace and scaling it. And then on the engineering side, it's on the product development.
We learned about the history of this building.
So the building was built in 1902. It was the originally it was marketing and sales office for Lucan Steel. And then I think in the early 80s, it was sold to Geo Carlson, and they used it as an office and sort of storage area until I believe the early 2000s, when it was purchased by the RDA, and then it was boarded up and vacant for a long time. I think they used it to train firemen, because on this floor where we're standing, it was obvious that there had been several fires in it. Still had that smell, and it was scorched. So, you know, but the bones of the building are phenomenal. And I just love old historic buildings. And I just fell in love with this staircase that we have that was a complete mess, that was renovated by David Phillips, who has a Family First painting here in Coatesville. We exposed the brick, and the floor is new. We exposed all the brick. This whole building was chopped up with tiny little offices.
Susan has found the Western Chester County Chamber of Commerce very beneficial to her.
People who are business owners in Coatesville and the surrounding area belong to the Chamber. So the Chamber offers both formal and informal ways to get to know the people who are making an impact in our region. And I didn't know any of them when I came to Coatesville. So it's been a great connector. And if it's a resource, if I need to know something locally, or if I need access to somebody, I can call the Chamber and they'll give me the contact information or sort of give me the lay of the land.
Susan is excited about her future prospects.
We really intend to build the Leak Alerter brand name under H2O Connected, that's the brand name for the product, into a global brand. We're already in discussions with opportunities in Europe and other parts of the world. We're getting a lot of interest. We've already been selling to Canada, and we've sold, you know, a few to Israel and so some other, you know, just as they test the product. So we're just really excited in building that out. And then and solutions, we're really interested in bringing on more companies that we can incubate. A big part of our focus is job creation here. It's one of the main missions, reasons we wanted to come to Coatesville, because the jobs that we can create, especially as all these businesses grow, these jobs can be scalable into more advanced and higher paying positions. So somebody can come in here on an entry level with modest, skill set requirements, and then we train on the job so they can learn here, and then as we know where people's strengths are and where they can fit, we can grow them into higher paying jobs, which we just think that pipeline can be really valuable.
Thank you, Susan, for having us here today. We're excited to have you as part of Western Chester County and the Coatesville community. We wish you much luck and success in this new and innovative workspace. This is Alyssa Griffith for Western Chester County Checks In. Back to you, Justin.
Thanks, Alyssa, and thanks to Susan for taking a few minutes to show us the new space. We're super excited to have you in downtown Coatesville. It was great to see a new building in Coatesville, which is the first time we've seen that in a while. If you'd like to have your business or nonprofit featured on our show, we'd love to have you on. Reach out to our communication coordinator, Rachel. Her email address is on the screen there, rachel@westernchestercounty.com. Our Business Insight segment this week. This episode, we learn about types of business entities. Welcome to our Business Insight segment. I'm here today with Vince Carasella with Carasella & Associates PC, attorneys at law. Thanks for being here, Vince.
It's a pleasure. Happy to be here.
So today we're going to talk about types of businesses. So if you're starting a new business, what kind of options that they have to form their business?
Well, there's a lot of options. Some are good, some are bad. The simplest option would be just to be a sole proprietor. You open up a business, you have your name on it, and that's it. Off you go.
That's not the most protective option, right?
No. And similar to that would be a partnership. Let's say you want to go into business with another person. The two of you just set up your business and you just start conducting business. The problem with that is that either you alone or the two people are going to be personally liable for everything that happens in that company. So in order to avoid that, you want to look at some entities, which are just, under the law, they're defined as a person, so that that person gets sued instead of this person.
Right.
So the way that would work is you could form, traditionally you could form a corporation. People have formed C corporations and S corporations. The C and S simply denotes how they're being taxed, which we can talk about later if you like. But the other way to do it would be a limited liability company. They're relatively new under the law. I think they came out starting around 1996 or a little bit before that.
Right. That's what we started as.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah, a limited liability company. It gives you the best of both worlds, because with corporations, you have a certain amount of formality that you have to follow. Like, for example, you have to have a meeting of the shareholders and directors at least once a year. Even if you're by yourself, you have to pretend you had a meeting. There has to be minutes in your book. If you don't have those meetings, you're going to incur personal liability. People don't realize that. I have clients, they formed a company 20 years ago. They haven't had a single meeting. It's an easy way to pierce the corporate veil if you haven't been following that corporate form. But with a limited liability company, you don't have to have those annual meetings. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. So it gives you the best of both worlds. It gives you the informality of a partnership or a sole proprietorship, but it gives you the protection that a corporation is going to give you.
Gotcha. Great. So you talked about tax liability potential challenges. So what's some of those? How are these different entities taxed?
Well, the thing is, if you were to form a C corporation or an S corporation, a C corporation simply it's an IRS subchapter, and the way that works is that with the C corporation, you would be taxed. The corporation would be taxed. It files a tax return, pays taxes. Then when you take the money out of the corporation, it's a dividend to you, so you pay taxes again. So it's basically double taxation, which you generally wouldn't want.
Not good.
There's certain types of businesses that require a C corporation, but a small business person generally wouldn't need that. If you were going to have an S corporation taxation, if you want to form an S corporation, that simply means that the corporation will do a tax return, but then any profits or losses on that tax return passes through to you, the individual shareholders, which is a good way to do it. In fact, that's how I have my business set up. It's an S corporation, and it's worked well for me over the years. We've been in business for 25 years.
Wow.
The limited liability company, though, what's good about that is you can pick how you want to be taxed. So you can say, I want to be taxed as a sole proprietor. fine, or I want to be taxed as a C corporation or an S corporation. Generally speaking, depending on what type of business it is, you would either pick sole proprietor or S corporation.
Cool. Thank you so much, Vince, for your time.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Vince, for that valuable information. If you have a topic you'd like on this segment, let us know by commenting on our YouTube channel. Our partner Spotlight this week, Ashley Pierce, had a chance to visit the Wright Agency in Downingtown to find out a little bit about their history and what they do.
Thanks, Justin. I'm Ashley Pierce with the Western Chester County Chamber of Commerce. We're here today at the Wright Agency in Downingtown, and we're going to head inside and talk to the owner, Jonathan Wright.
The original book of clients that is still part of the Wright Agency today dates back to my great-grandfather, who started his insurance agency, the Thomas Hope Agency, in Coatesville many, many years ago. That book of clients filtered its way over to my grandmother, and she had her agency for many, many years. And then once my parents, John and Fran Wright, started the Wright Agency, they incorporated part of that original book of clients in with some other clients and some other agencies that they had acquired, and in 1977 formed the Wright Agency.
Jonathan explains the services they offer.
We are what you call an independent insurance agency. We are not directly affiliated with any large insurance company like some of the places you might see on television. We are independent, so we can use lots of different companies and lots of different resources to get the best coverage and the best products for our customers. The type of insurance that we provide is strictly property and casualty, or sometimes known as P&C. And that is insurance for your home, your car, your belongings, your business, and other things like that, boats, campers, motorcycles, things of that nature.
The Wright Agency's family values sets them apart from competitors.
It doesn't matter the business that you're in, whether you're a builder or a coffee shop or a restaurant. It's difficult to find a business that's been in the same family for a lot of time, and this will be our 44th year. So I think that sets us apart a little bit. And when you do business with a place that's been around a long time and that's family operated, it just feels a little different.
Jonathan and the Wright Agency believe in giving back to their community.
We've had a great opportunity here to carry on our family business, and we think that with that comes a responsibility to get involved, give back, and make sure that you are part of the community, because that's essentially who our customers are, and that's who we are. And it's just always felt like something that we needed to do, and truthfully actually quite enjoy it too. So it's a win-win.
As a past president of Western Chester County Chamber of Commerce, Jonathan is a strong supporter of our organization.
My chamber involvement is, I think, really unique because I joined the chamber when I was very young, as far as Chamber of Commerce members go. I think I was somewhere around 25 years old, and I joined the chamber. I joined a couple chambers at the same time to try to find different places where I could network and grow my business. And it was really difficult in the beginning because I think most people that I met saw me as my dad's son. And as time progressed, I would bring my dad to different chamber events, and then he would be looked at as Jonathan's dad. So at some point it switched, and that was a cool moment for me.
The Wright Agency is equipped to help their clients with common insurance mistakes.
Listen to the person who is the trusted professional and make sure that you get the insurance that you need, and try your best to not think about the price first. It's a very difficult challenge that we face in insurance because everything's been so delivered to us, the message of get the lowest price. And that should be the most important factor. And to me, that should be the last thing you look at. It's something that's so critical and so important. Get what you need, and then after that, find a way to make it fit your budget.
Jonathan talks about the future of the Wright Agency.
We've added some new people in the past couple years, and they've been a tremendous help. Carolyn Specht is one of our agents here, and she's been here for about 4 years. and she has just been absolutely critical in helping us over the past couple years, and she's definitely part of our plan for the future. And Yvette Soto is here. She's one of our newer agents. She's fully licensed insurance agent, and she is just really hit the ground running and got involved with our customers.
We'd like to thank Jonathan Wright and the Wright Agency for their continued partnership with the Chamber and the sponsorship of this week's episode. Reporting for Western Chester County Checks In, I'm Ashley Pierce. Back to you, Justin.
Ashley, and thanks to Jonathan for the tour and for sponsoring this episode. That's it for our show today. We hope to see everybody out at the Grand Prix this Saturday. It should be a great time. Weather looks perfect. Tune in for our next episode, October 13th at 11:30 a.m. For now, I'm your host, Justin Chan. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.